Ihe-Achi's journey away from her village was filled with uncertainty and trepidation. She walked for days, guided only by the instinct to put as much distance as possible between herself and Obinna. Each step she took was a step toward a new beginning, but also a step into the unknown. The landscape changed as she traveled, the familiar rolling hills giving way to a bustling town that seemed alive with opportunity and promise. The town of Kaduna welcomed her with a cacophony of sounds and sights. The market was a riot of colors and aromas, with vendors calling out their wares and people moving about with purpose. Ihe-Achi, exhausted and hungry, wandered the streets, feeling both lost and hopeful. It was here, amidst the crowd, that she met Amina. Amina was a woman of warmth and kindness, her presence exuding a sense of calm that instantly put Ihe-Achi at ease. She noticed the young girl standing uncertainly at the edge of the market and approached her with a smile. "You look like you've traveled far," Amina said gently. "Do you need help?" Ihe-Achi, wary but desperate, nodded. She explained her situation in halting words, tears of relief mingling with her exhaustion. Amina listened with empathy, her eyes filled with understanding. She offered Ihe-Achi shelter in her modest home and the promise of guidance in this new world. Life with Amina was a stark contrast to the one Ihe-Achi had fled. Amina's home was small but filled with love and laughter. She introduced Ihe-Achi to a rhythm of town life, helping her find work at a local bakery. Ihe-Achi threw herself into her new job with a fervor, grateful for the chance to rebuild her life. Each day, as she kneaded dough and served customers, she felt a sense of purpose returning. Amina's support extended beyond just providing a roof over her head. She became a mentor, teaching Ihe-Achi about managing money, the importance of saving, and the possibilities that lay ahead if one was willing to work hard. Ihe-Achi listened and learned, her determination growing with each passing day. She began to see a future where her dreams could be rekindled, where she could forge her path free from the chains of her past. Ihe-Achi's dreams, once buried beneath the weight of her circumstances, began to surface once more. She often found herself thinking back to her childhood aspirations, the longing to explore, to learn, to make a difference. These thoughts filled her with a renewed sense of purpose. One evening, as she and Amina sat together after dinner, Ihe-Achi hesitantly shared her dreams of pursuing an education. Amina, ever supportive, smiled warmly. "It's never too late to learn, my dear. Education is a powerful tool, and with your determination, you can achieve anything." Inspired by Amina's words, Ihe-Achi decided to take a bold step. She enrolled in adult education classes offered by a local community center. Ihe-Achi's first day in class was filled with a mixture of excitement and nervousness. Surrounded by others who, like her, had decided to chase their dreams later in life, she felt a sense of camaraderie. The teacher, Mr. Adeyemi, was encouraging and passionate, making the lessons engaging and inspiring. Ihe-Achi's resilience and intelligence shone through as she quickly excelled in her studies. Balancing work at the bakery and her classes was challenging, but Ihe-Achi thrived on the busy schedule. Each lesson brought her closer to the goals she had set for herself. Amina continued to be a pillar of support, helping her with studies and offering words of encouragement. Ihe-Achi's progress did not go unnoticed. Her classmates and teachers admired her dedication and spirit. As she delved deeper into her studies, Ihe-Achi's confidence grew. She began to see herself not just as a survivor, but as someone capable of achieving great things. Her childhood dreams were no longer distant fantasies, but attainable goals. She envisioned a future where she could use her education to help others, to make a difference in her community and beyond. While Ihe-Achi's life in Kaduna was blossoming, dark clouds gathered in her past. Obinna, humiliated by her escape, was determined to bring her back. News of Ihe-Achi's whereabouts reached him through a network of informants. Fueled by a desire for revenge and the need to reclaim his perceived property, Obinna set out for Kaduna with a heart full of malice. Ihe-Achi learned of the impending threat through a friend who had connections in her old village. The news sent a chill down her spine, but she was no longer the same frightened girl who had fled in the dead of the night. She had built a new life, one filled with hope and support. With Amina's help, she began to prepare for the confrontation she knew was inevitable. The community in Kaduna, having come to know and respect Ihe-Achi, rallied around her. They offered support and protection, standing in solidarity against the outsider who sought to disrupt their peaceful town. Amina, ever the strategist, helped Ihe-Achi devise a plan to face Obinna. Ihe-Achi's resolve was tested as the day of reckoning approached. She steeled herself, drawing strength from the new life she had built and the people who had come to mean so much to her. The bakery owner, her classmates and neighbors all offered words of encouragement, their collective strength bolstering her own. The day Obinna arrived in Kaduna dawned with an air of tension. Word of his arrival spread quickly, and the community prepared to stand with Ihe-Achi. As he stormed into the town demanding Ihe-Achi's return, he was met with a wall of resistance. The once domineering figure found himself facing not a frightened girl, but a united community. Ihe-Achi stood her ground, her defiance clear in her eyes. "I am not your property," she declared, her voice steady. "I have built a new life here, and I will not go back to the life you forced upon me." Obinna, taken aback by her boldness and the support she had garnered, tried to intimidate her, but the community's intervention was swift and resolute. Men and women alike stood by Ihe-Achi, their presence a formidable force against Obinna's threats. Realizing he could not reclaim Ihe-Achi through fear or force, Obinna was forced to leave, humiliated and defeated. With Obinna's shadow lifted from her life, Ihe-Achi began to heal from the trauma of her past. It was during this time that she met Kwame, a gentle and supportive man who worked at the local market. Their friendship blossomed slowly, built on mutual respect and understanding. Kwame's kindness and patience was a balm to Ihe-Achi's wounded heart. At first, Ihe-Achi was hesitant, her past experiences making her cautious. But Kwame's unwavering support and genuine affection gradually broke down the walls she had built around herself. He understood her fears and never pressured her, allowing their relationship to develop at her pace. Their bond grew stronger, and Ihe-Achi found herself opening up to the possibility of love once more. Kwame became a source of comfort and joy, his presence a reminder that not all men were like Obinna. He supported her dreams, encouraged her ambitions, and treated her with the respect she deserved. With Kwame by her side, Ihe-Achi felt empowered to dream bigger. They decided to start a small business together, combining their skills and resources. The business flourished, providing them with financial stability and a sense of accomplishment. Ihe-Achi's confidence soared as she saw the fruits of their labor paying off. Their business became well known in the community, a symbol of what could be achieved through hard work and determination. Ihe-Achi and Kwame's partnership extended beyond business. They became a source of inspiration for others, demonstrating that a better future was possible. Despite her busy schedule, Ihe-Achi's thirst for knowledge remained unquenched. She decided to pursue higher education, determined to further her studies and expand her horizon. Balancing work, her relationship with Kwame, and her studies was challenging, but Ihe-Achi's determination never wavered. Kwame's support, on the other hand, was unwavering as she juggled her responsibilities. Late nights spent studying and early mornings at the business became a routine, but Ihe-Achi thrived on the challenge. Her hard work paid off when she graduated, a moment of triumph that filled her with pride. Ihe-Achi's journey had come full circles, and she felt a deep desire to give back to the community that had supported her. She started a program to help other women in similar situations, offering them the guidance and support she had received. Her efforts were met with gratitude and admiration, and she quickly became a local hero. Ihe-Achi's program empowered women, providing them with the tools and resources to build better lives for themselves. Her advocacy for women's rights and education resonated deeply within the community, leading to significant positive changes. Just as Ihe-Achi's life seemed to be settling into a peaceful and prosperous rhythm, Obinna returned one last time, more desperate and dangerous than before. His presence was a dark cloud over the community, a reminder of the past that Ihe-Achi had worked so hard to escape. Ihe-Achi's confrontation with her past was inevitable. With the support of the community, she faced Obinna with a newfound strength and determination. The people of Kaduna, who had seen her grow and thrive, rallied behind her once more. The final confrontation was a test of everything Ihe-Achi had learned and become. Obinna's rage was palpable as he confronted Ihe-Achi in the marketplace, his voice filled with venom. "You think you can escape me? You belong to me." Ihe-Achi, standing tall and resolute, met his gaze without flinching. "I belong to no one but myself," she declared. "I have built a new life here, and I will not let you take it away from me." The crowd gathered, their collective presence a silent but powerful testament to their support. Amina, Kwame, and other committee members stood beside Ihe-Achi, forming a protective barrier. Obinna's attempts to intimidate were met with steadfast defiance. Realizing brute force would not work, Obinna tried to appeal to the community's sense of tradition and order. "She had defied our customs and traditions," he shouted. "She must return to her rightful place." Amina stepped forward, her voice calm but firm. "Our traditions should not be used to oppress or control. Ihe-Achi has the right to choose her own path, and we stand with her." The community's intervention was decisive. They made it clear that they would not allow Obinna to drag Ihe-Achi back into a life of servitude and abuse. The authorities were called, and Obinna, realizing he was outmatched and outnumbered, was forced to leave once and for all. With Obinna's final defeat, peace finally settled over Ihe-Achi's life. She was able to focus on her future without the constant fear of being dragged back into her past. Her business with Kwame continued to flourish, providing them with financial stability and a sense of accomplishment. Ihe-Achi's work with her program for women grew as well. She became a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration, showing that it was possible to rise above oppression and build a better life. Her efforts brought about significant positive changes in the community, empowering more women to seek education and independence. Ihe-Achi's story spread beyond the borders of Kaduna. Her resilience and achievements resonated with many, inspiring others to fight for their rights and dreams. She continued to advocate for women's rights, speaking at local gatherings and mentoring young girls who looked up to her. Ihe-Achi's impact was eventually recognized on a national level. She received awards for her contributions to women's rights and education, her name becoming synonymous with resilience and empowerment. Media coverage highlighted her journey, bringing her story to a wider audience. Invitations to speak at conferences and events poured in. Ihe-Achi traveled across Nigeria, sharing her story and spreading her message of hope and determination. Her voice became a powerful tool for change, encouraging others to stand up against oppression and pursue their dreams. One particular memorable event was the National Women's Conference where Ihe-Achi was invited as the keynote speaker. She stood on the stage, looking out at the sea of faces and felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She spoke passionately about her journey, the importance of education, and the need for societal change to support women's rights. Ihe-Achi's message was clear and resonant. No one should be forced to live a life of oppression. She emphasized the importance of community support, education, and the courage to pursue one's dreams despite the odds. Her words were met with thunderous applause as she left the stage with a heart full of hope. As her recognition grew, so did her responsibilities. Ihe-Achi continued to balance her personal life with her advocacy work, ensuring that her message reached as many people as possible. She remained grounded, never forgetting the struggles she had faced and the people who had supported her. In the end, Ihe-Achi found peace and stability not just for herself, but for many others who have been inspired by her journey. Her story was a testament to the power of resilience, community, and the unyielding pursuit of one's dreams. Her legacy would continue to inspire future generations, a shining light of hope and possibility in the heart of Africa. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in my next video.